A long time ago, it wasn't about for him. It ain't about legacy. It's about currency. And he did exactly what he wanted to do. So you can't be mad at him for that, but I'm not gonna tell you that, oh, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, he the greatest fighter. No, I can't say that.
It gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro. As I've always said, it's hard to make money, but it's even harder to keep it.
You know, Mayweather was, it's been reported, I should say, allegedly, that, he's been, a little upside down on some of his taxes and some of his properties. And he needed to come back and fight and take care of that. Well, he got some cheese from that advancement. I'm pretty sure he took care of that. And now he's chilling. Now he's saying to himself, I'm damn 50 years old. I ain't trying to fight. No, I ain't trying to fight. Let's do an exhibition.
The boxing world is buzzing after Netflix reportedly fined Floyd Mayweather $100 million for a contract breach. The controversy stems from Mayweather calling his rematch with Manny Pacquiao an exhibition rather than an official professional fight. This decision has sent shockwaves through the boxing community and raised serious questions about Mayweather's true intentions.
Losing money Mayweather, as the chatter says, is in dire straits financially. But something is off. Something's completely off because you got one person saying, this is a real fight. You got the promotion saying, this is a real fight. You got Floyd Mayweather saying, no, this is an exhibition. There's two things that are happening here. Either somebody messed up in paperwork or in communication or in some form of getting this fight together, misspoke to one of these guys, or Floyd Mayweather is trying to scam Netflix. That is the only two things that can be.
Bradley, former two-division world champion, shared his take on Mayweather's situation. Bradley suggested that Mayweather may have already used the advance payment he received from Netflix to settle outstanding debts. He believes that now that Mayweather has the money, he is no longer interested in serious competition. Bradley questioned why Mayweather would risk his health or his perfect record when he's already got the check. He stated that when a fighter with nothing left to prove comes back, it's not for legacy, it's because the money is drying up.
Know the legalities of the actual contract and why Mayweather's choosing to do what he's going to do what he's doing. I don't think Mayweather is afraid. I don't think he's afraid. No, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. Come on. Barrios, he's not afraid of Pacquiao. Trust me, he's not. But the thing I want to make you guys aware of is that when you get these advancements, you can put a non-refundable tag on these advancements. You can do that. Now, I don't know if Mayweather did that, but you can. You can put a non-refundable attachment on this and be like, all right, hey, I need an advancement for training. I need $3-4 million, whatever, for training expenses. And if they agree to say yeah, and he put in a contract that is non-refundable, it's free money. It's basically free.
Oscar de la Hoya, who has been critical of Mayweather's return, claimed that Mayweather's comeback is motivated only by financial pressure. De La Hoya argued that fighters like Mayweather often mismanage wealth and eventually go broke. He stated that Mayweather is now chasing money through exhibition fights instead of focusing on his boxing legacy. De La Hoya emphasized that you don't risk your reputation and your health unless you need the money.
The reason why he's crawled out of his rock, he needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
Again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
He's always spending, so I guess.
Absolutely. Look, he's not fighting anymore, so that big money's not coming in. Look at what happened to Mike Tyson. He made what, $500 million?
Right.
You think you can spend $500 million overnight? Absolutely.
You can't.
I doubt he'll ever step into that ring. Floyd's a big freaking.
He called Canelo the easiest win of his career.
Yeah, because he was 21 years old.
Right.
Of course. If I fought Ryan Garcia, who's 19 years old, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna beat him easy because of my speed.
Zab Judah, who faced Mayweather in the ring, suggested that Mayweather's comeback is driven by promotional strategy and hype building for a blockbuster event. Judah stated that this isn't just about fighting, it's about creating a spectacle that the whole world will watch. He noted that Mayweather knows how to sell a fight better than anyone, and that Floyd is a businessman first and a fighter second.
We're not playing around. And, maybe that got through the cracks. I don't know how. I wasn't there. I don't know the business. But somehow, he's saying it did. I mean, well, he didn't say that. I'm just saying I don't know how he didn't catch on. This is the real deal Holyfield.
Do you think it could be possibly a publicity stunt to give some type of push to the promotion? I mean, I don't know. Like when the announcement came out, I don't know if people were really too ecstatic for it.
It's something that you would, you can use to your advantage to try to push the fight. It'll let people, it'll get ears and eyes on the fight for people that didn't know the fight was happening. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Because as a consumer looking in, you're like,
listen, man, I'm a fan of both guys, and I just want to watch it and see the fight happen. I mean, I'm a fan of boxing. I shouldn't say I'm a fan of both guys. You know what I'm saying?
Judah further elaborated that Mayweather is now focused more on entertainment, business opportunities, and maximizing financial gain through high-profile exhibition bouts. Judah stated that Mayweather is not looking to prove anything in the ring anymore. He's looking to make money while minimizing risk. Judah described this as smart business, whether fans like it or not, and noted that Floyd is always thinking 3 steps ahead.
As a consumer looking in, we're like, yo, is he like, what's the complaint? What's the problem here? Like, what are you scared of? Because is it your O? Is it your losing that O? Could be that it?
Of course. That's what it's all come down to. I mean, the O is like a 800 credit score. Globally, universally. You walk around with an 800 credit score with the O. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the O brings. It brings an 800 credit score for wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? And Floyd he's done a great job with that. Great job. So of course he's gonna show the roll on that O. I ain't mad at him. Smart guy. He understands. He ain't no fool.
According to Boxing Insiders, both camps signed contracts for an official match. Everyone was on board for a real fight. But then Floyd Mayweather Jr. later called it an exhibition, sparking backlash from Manny Pacquiao's team and raising serious legal concerns. Insiders noted that when you sign a contract for one thing and then change the terms, that's a breach, and Pacquiao's team is understandably furious.
So Mayweather threw some cold water on any excitement for the fight with Manny Pacquiao in September, when last week he did an interview and said that it's not going to be a real fight, it's going to be an exhibition and not necessarily going to be at the Sphere. And Max, that really puzzled me because this wasn't just reporting. Netflix, a multi-billion-dollar company, officially announced that this would be a real fight at the
Boxing commentator Max Kellerman suggested that Mayweather's push to label his comeback bout as an exhibition rather than a fully sanctioned professional fight may be a calculated move to preserve his undefeated 50-0 record. Kellerman pointed out that if this is an exhibition, a loss doesn't count against his professional record. He believes Mayweather is protecting his legacy while still cashing a check and is finding a way to have it both ways.
I'll always bring this up. Bernard Hopkins, I was calling his fights on HBO. He fought Tavares Cloud, good light heavyweight, beat him easy, right? And he was like 49, and his body still looked like Hopkins. Then he came back a year or so later, and he fights Joe Smith. His body didn't look the same. Hopkins had a Spartan training regimen. He doesn't put anything in his body. He's a temple. He eats right. He trains right.
He don't drink.
He doesn't. But his body looked, by the way, I'm 52. I can tell you, it looks different after a little bit. Even when you're trying to get in shape, just the muscles look a little different. And Joe Smith knocked him out of the ring and stopped him, right? Floyd, maybe, I'm just speculating, but maybe he says this because he gets in the gym and he's like, Floyd's what, 49 and change? He's almost 50. Maybe he's right up against that thing where it's like, man, my body's not responding the same way.
Right. Max, they're grandpops.
They old.
Yeah.
Grandpops.
That looks like he got a little more in the tank.
What I'm saying,
He went
He's a little younger. Pacquiao's a little younger.
When you a grandpop, you think you're not the same as you.
Roy Jones Jr. argued that Floyd Mayweather Jr. changed the mindset of boxing by introducing the idea of maximizing earnings even at the cost of legacy and long-term value in the sport. According to Jones, Mayweather's approach showed fighters that financial gain could take priority over traditional greatness, championship pursuit, and risk-taking in major fights. Jones believes this shift has ultimately reduced the overall excitement and competitive spirit of boxing, as more athletes now focus on protecting records and chasing high-paying exhibitions rather than engaging in legacy-defining battles that elevate the sport's global reputation. Boxing loses what made it great.
Now I want the Mayweather concept, because Mayweather made so much money, staying undefeated, waiting till the right time to fight Pacquiao, fighting the right people to fight at the right time. He monopolized the business. But the problem was, it only made him money and the people he was fighting. It didn't make money for the whole sport. So what he did himself a great job, but it hurt the sport. Because not everybody wants to fight, stay undefeated. You understand me? Me, it's like when two guys get hit, they gotta meet. No, wait. They was here 5 years ago. They should have met. You understand me? Because now, we probably could have got 3 good fights out of it.
Renowned trainer Robert Garcia reacted to Mayweather's announced return and the anticipated rematch with Manny Pacquiao by stressing the importance of fair and proper financial compensation for both fighters. Garcia expressed hope that beyond the excitement and global attention surrounding the event, Mayweather and Pacquiao would receive earnings that accurately reflect their status, legacy, and the magnitude of the fight. Garcia noted that when two of boxing's greatest legends step back into the ring, the bout becomes more than just a sporting contest. It represents a major cultural and commercial moment in boxing history. He emphasized that while fans focus on the spectacle, promotion, and competitive storyline, equal attention should be given to ensuring that both athletes are treated fairly from a financial standpoint. Garcia stated that proper payment is essential to respecting their contributions to the sport, and fairness and respect should remain central to any high-profile boxing event involving iconic fighters of this caliber.
This will do more than the Tyson-Jake Paul fight. This will do like 150, 200 million. No, it's not pay-per-view.
Netflix, would do good.
200 million people, 150?
Sure. Good thing Netflix is getting involved, man. It's putting up a lot of money for the guys.
Yeah.
And Mayweather Pacquiao, they're gonna make a couple $100 million each.
I think so.
Good for them.
As they should.
Good for them.
But you told me today, even without knowing, you knew it was coming.
Both having an exhibition, That's the way it looked like. So that was done? September 19th?
September 19th?
September, the Mexican Independence Day weekend?
Yeah, in the Sphere, nonetheless. That's that round thing.
But isn't Canelo fighting on that day?
No, he's fighting in Saudi on the 12th.
Yeah, but Mexico versus, that's right.
So this is a week after.
You mean the Sphere?
Yeah.
That's big time.
Yeah, it's very few seats in there.
Yeah, that's big time.
The gate will break records. I'm sure it's going to be major.
Yeah, because I heard that's just special, only special events and special concerts.
And boxing observers believe that Mayweather's recent comeback to boxing points to deeper financial concerns that have been building over the past few years. Reports of unpaid taxes, legal disputes, and multiple lawsuits have fueled speculation that even though Mayweather earned over $1 billion during his career, his post-retirement finances may not be as stable as once assumed. Because of these ongoing issues, some analysts argue that his decision to return to boxing and even risk his perfect record is not just about legacy or entertainment, but potentially about financial pressure. They suggest that a fighter with nothing left to prove would avoid risking his undefeated status unless circumstances were serious.
Is he got more money than me? Yeah, but he also spends a lot more money than me, which is why I thought him coming back to fight Manny Pacquiao, it made dollars, so sure, it makes sense. But for him to put his pro record on the line means this is really bad for Floyd. Well, turns out it could be as bad as we thought or potentially worse, because Floyd Mayweather came out, 5 days ago now. I'm a little bit late to this story, but I wanted to make sure I had all the information. He came out 5 days ago and said that this fight isn't a pro fight. Even though it's announced that way, Netflix, the whole thing, all the promotion being pro-fight, it has not apparently been that to Floyd Mayweather, and this is what he had to say about it.
The Sphere is one of the places that they talked about. So we don't know if it's 100% going to be there. And this is not actually a fight, it's an exhibition.
Okay.
Ooh.
So we're going to do it again, and hopefully we're going to entertain.
Mayweather Jr. has come under increased scrutiny following reports surrounding his ongoing $340 million lawsuit, which he filed against Showtime networks and former executives over alleged misappropriation of fight earnings. According to the lawsuit, Mayweather claims that a significant portion of his career income was improperly diverted through financial channels managed by his former advisors and associated parties, leaving him short of hundreds of millions he believes he is owed. The legal filing alleges that earnings from some of his biggest fights, including mega events like the Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor bouts, were routed into accounts controlled by intermediaries rather than being fully transferred to him, raising accusations of breach of fiduciary duty and financial misconduct.
Doing Showtime and Steven Espinoza, the former head of Showtime Sports, for hundreds of millions of dollars that he claims are unaccounted for. Let's go ahead and break it down and give you all the details about what's going on. What's up, everybody? Marcos Villegas here for Fight Up TV. And you know Floyd Mayweather as probably the richest and one of the most dominant boxers in the history of the sport. But now, Floyd is stepping into the courtroom to fight for money he claims that he was never paid, and he wants justice on his terms. So let's talk details. Let me tell you about the lawsuits. On February 3rd, 2026, Floyd Mayweather filed a lawsuit in California against Showtime Networks and Steven Espinoza, claiming they helped his former advisor, Al Heyman, misappropriate a huge chunk of his fight earnings to the tune of $340 million. Mayweather says the money is still missing and unaccounted for, and he's now suing Showtime and Espinoza for aiding and abetting breach of fiduciary duty, civil conspiracy to commit fraud. Ooh, it's a serious accusation there. Conversion, unjust enrichment, and he's seeking punitive damage on top of the missing $340 million.
Logan Paul's recent allegations are adding more fuel to the already blazing fire. Mayweather's 2021 exhibition bout with Logan Paul remains one of the most talked about crossover events in boxing, but it has also become controversial long after the final bell. The fight, which reportedly generated over 1 million pay-per-view buys and massive global attention, was widely seen as a commercial success despite lacking an official winner or competitive stakes. However, Paul has since claimed that he is still owed $1.5 million from the event, alleging that Mayweather's side of the promotion involved a pre-sale deal with an overseas company that was never fully accounted for in his payout structure. According to Paul, his contract entitled him to a percentage of that agreement, but he says he never received his full share.
Cut to you on this day.
I mean, Floyd Mayweather?
No, I didn't make as much money as you'd think fighting Floyd.
Did you get paid from that?
He still owes me $1.5 million, maybe more.
How does he owe you the money? Why don't you just
Here's what happened. He pre-sold the fight using my likeness to some company in, I think, Dubai or like the Middle East. This is my understanding of it, for $10 million cash. We ended up doing the fight in the States with a different company. That is the company that put on the fight. That is the company that paid me. But he sold our fight with my name and likeness to someone else in Dubai for $10 million cash. It's our fight.
Floyd out here scamming Dubai royalty is crazy. This is a story I also heard from Gervonta Davis. When he said that Floyd owed the people in Dubai money, he scammed some person, some business person, some royalty in Dubai out of $10 million.
Atlas has expressed sadness over what he sees as troubling signs in Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s current situation, suggesting that the legendary boxer may be facing personal and financial difficulties. Atlas implied that Mayweather's frequent involvement in exhibition-style bouts could be linked to excessive gambling habits and poor financial decisions outside the ring. He argued that it is disappointing to see a boxing icon of such stature potentially struggling in this way, especially given his unmatched success and earnings during his professional career. According to Atlas, this shift in focus away from competitive boxing toward money-driven exhibitions reflects how even the greatest athletes can face challenges managing wealth and life after peak success.
I don't like that, but I understand the world out there, and I understand putting yourself in that position. If he put himself in that position, some people will say, you know, he's suing now because of his gambling habits, which was not hidden. It was not a secret. He would post, not Teddy Atlas talking about anything that wasn't out there. He would post some of his tickets, his betting tickets that he bet, and they were large bets. And so some people say, oh yeah, like you said, he was Mayweather, Money Mayweather, and now he's suing because he went through his money, he blew his money, whatever. Look, I don't know what the truth is fully in there. I know Stephen Espinoza was named. He ran Showtime at the time.
In response to growing criticism, Floyd Mayweather Jr. shared insight into his outlook on wealth. He explained that his frequent discussions about money do not define him as a negative person. For him, money is simply a tool that enables a fulfilling lifestyle and the freedom to explore a wide range of experiences. Mayweather believes financial independence allows him to shape his own happiness and pursue opportunities that many others may never have access to. He stated that this mindset is what drives his unconventional approach to business and investment decisions. Mayweather admitted that his financial strategy often involves taking significant risks. He explained that he prefers earning money and reinvesting it into ventures that many people may not fully understand. While he views this approach as a path to innovation, he acknowledged that it also comes with frequent failure. In fact, he estimated that nearly 90% of his investments do not succeed, but he continues to take bold risks in pursuit of rare high-reward outcomes.
Earlier, Floyd, it really fascinated me, and it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes.
And then you went big. And is that because you don't want to take massive risk because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and a majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results. Just like boxing. I've gotten great results because I took my time. So even like my investments, take my time, gradually move slow, and see how things are going. If things are going great, then we'll give a little bit more.
Question on everyone's mind: will Floyd man up and fight an actual fight, or will he pull back? Everything we've heard from these interviews suggests Mayweather is in a difficult position. On one hand, he is to protect his legacy and his 50-0 record. On the other hand, he's facing serious financial pressure and legal battles. The smart money says he'll find a way to have it both ways.